What is up, guys? Donut here again, playing some Gwent today in honor of The Witcher coming out on Netflix here on the 20th in a few days, I believe. I'm quite a big fan of The Witcher, to be honest. I've listened to all of the books, the audiobooks. I even got like a tattoo recently on my forearm. It's pretty tight. All the symbols, all the sigils, signs, and Geralt's twin swords, even though I know in the books he doesn't really carry them around, but hey, it's badass to dual wield. Am I right, Kirito? Sword Art Online jokes. Wow. It's almost 2020 and it's still relevant. They're still coming out with new content for Sword Art Online, which I cannot believe. Although, if we're going down that path, we may as well talk about One Piece. But that's an entirely different book to open. Anyway, let's get into it. Play some Gwent today, like I said. As you can see, I played a little bit already. Kind of wanted to see what the game was like. Check it out a little bit. It's a lot of fun. I really do enjoy it. I had a couple people rage quit on me, which was a little annoying. The game does take a while to resolve itself. But eventually, it does just give you the win, which is pretty cool. Got ourselves some rewards here, some reward points. As you can see, I played a couple online matches already. There's a little intro tutorial you have to get through before you can do any of this stuff, and it's not too bad. Computer makes some questionable choices with some stuff, but I appreciate the light warm-up that it gives you when you're first jumping into it. Ooh boy. Alright. So I was playing earlier, and I was getting set up to record, and I had the arena option set up, and I realized that my old monitor actually didn't have an HDMI port, which, long story short, found out was not relevant at all, but hey, what can you do? Anyway, so I left to Best Buy to go and buy a computer monitor that had an HDMI port instead, and to upgrade a little bit because I had been lacking for a few years. Gotta budget sometimes. Anyway, I came back all excited for the arena mode, and I had a great deck going. I was ready to go, and as you can see here, it reset on me. So I'm a little upset, actually, that happened. But hey, you live, you learn, and as an old high school teacher of mine that got in trouble for laundering money through the school said, love, peace, and chicken grease. Have a nice day. So, that was embarrassing. I now see the difference. So we're going to play a regular game for you guys. No arena mode here quite yet. Got our scandalous. It's real scandalous deck going on. It's be featured on TMZ, actually. I just really like the feel of this game and how it looks. Once we get into the game, you'll see the boards are pretty nice too. They're very interactive. You can just kind of click around and the little effects, which is cool. Got the donut box up here. Taking people to Krispy Kreme. I feel like that's actually a betrayal of my whole soul. So, I guess I should probably explain to you guys where the whole donut thing comes from. Well, my last name is Duncan, which I don't know if you know this or not. It corresponds with a well-known breakfast company that is actually not popular for their donuts. But, fancy, you know, Burger King-ish. Yeah, Dunkin' Donuts. It's, that's where the name comes from. Alright, let's jump into it here. Going against 8 Kuwaitate. Aquatate. I don't know. Either way, we're gonna show him a good time here. And by that I mean we're going to beat him up. But then support him afterwards in a good sportsmanship experience. Imperia Brigade. So what happens when he plays this card is it has to be played in the melee row, which is one of 2 rows in the game. And when he plays that, it brings all of the copies of the card that he has in his deck to the field. Although this game, you can only have 2 copies of a card in your deck, which is a bit unfortunate.
Blabbing already, but I was just getting started.
He's still winning though after the first round. So, I guess I can't say too much. Card I just played, Bare Knuckle Brawler. His ability is Intimidate, which is where every time I play a crime card, which is where the whole scandalous theme of the deck comes into play. It makes more sense now. Whenever I play a crime card, it boosts by 1, so it goes from 4 to 5. It's synergizes really well, actually. You'll see here. There's a couple rounds we need to get through, but everything will come together. Let's see what he played here. Impera Enforcers. So this card he has to play in the ranged row, this back row, and it has let's see. Oh, I guess I should end my turn. Let's see. So he has an order ability, which it's where after you play the card for 1 turn, it has to wait 1 turn. Has an ability, which as you can see here, where he damages one of my units by 2 points, which is not what we want. Oof. We just got hit by a joust ability too. He's coming at us full force, but you know what? It's nothing that we can't handle. You know why? Because we're a donut. And donuts don't care. They just do what needs to be done. Let's see here. Alright, so I'm gonna lock his Imperial Enforcers. Pop, lock it, drop it. I ain't taking any of that damage, Emperor. I think that's actually how you say it. Rewind on everything every time I just said it previously. Let's see, what's he gonna do here? Thinking. Alba Armored Cavalry. Locks a unit. He decided to lock my unit that can't do anything. Well, joke's on him. Because it did nothing. Let's see here. I don't need to heal any units. Here, we'll play Thunderbolt. And we'll end our turn. We won't use it yet. We'll see what he plays. We have... So this boosts or increases each unit's power by 3 each time I use it. I can use it twice.
I shall release
Shock and awe. And then right here, tactical advantage. I get this. I don't really know why I get this, actually. It's just part of my deck. I don't know where it comes from. I was blessed by the Witcher gods. But yeah, I start with it every game, and it boosts a unit by 5. And it's free. It's great. Don't know what we want to use right now, though, which is unfortunate. We're just going to do this.
And I call this substance Nilfgaardium.
No tribute, because we don't got any damaged enemies or units. So we'll just boost our Dorgary Vole by 3. And we'll see what 8 Kuwait Tate has for us today. We are still losing by 1 point, unfortunately. So I don't know if you guys know how Gwent goes, but essentially what happens is it's the first to win 2 rounds. So as you can see over here, there's a little crown. Once one of us wins these rounds coming up, we will have half a crown. What you need to do is you need to outbid or outpower your opponent each round. And each card, as you can see in this top left, has a point value, which is what adds to your total score. Now, let's see, hold on here. If it's boosted, damage it by double the amount boosted. We're going to get rid of this card right here. By get rid of, I mean just hurt. Boost ourselves up with Thunderbolt, end our turn before we lose it. Anyway, so you need to outbid your opponent, as you can see here.
Make your emperor proud.
And each turn, you can play 1 card. And if any of those cards have an ability, you can use them once they're on the board or if they're in your hand or something, if they have that capability. Otherwise,
Endure we must,
you play
for too far we have come.
1 card a turn. And then you also have like a commander over here. And they have an ability, which you can choose when building a deck. There's a selection of abilities. And from here, like some abilities you can use multiple times. So this one I can use 5 times, gain 5 coins in total, 1 coin each time I use the ability. And every time I play a crime, I get another coin, which is good for my type of deck. I thrive off of coins. In comparison, you have Nilfgaard over here. They are responsible for basically all the wars in the Witcher universe, for one. And two,
Salutations from Azar Jarved.
they have abilities that are like big military. Like as you saw, they like his card right here brought more cards onto the board, like reinforcements, and got other cards that are all army stuff. As you see, my deck is more focused on like scandalous and thieves and crimes and syndicates. That's actually the name of my overall unit, is syndicate deck. So it's based on. So it's a very good game. I definitely recommend it. Gwent is very cool. I do kind of wish that there was a real life version of Gwent. That would be exciting. But, you know, I also don't know how possible that'd be. I feel like the decks would be very limited in nature. Although, you can keep expanding them. The Witcher universe is pretty expansive. So, alright, so we lost that round. You see our opponent gained half a crown. It is now round 2. We each draw 3 cards in order to start. From there, we have the opportunity to redraw. I am probably going to redraw yes and yes. There we go. I don't really need any coins because of my leader's ability. And I don't really gain anything by moving any of his units between rows. So I feel like this is a good reroll for us. Let's see here. Let's do that there.
Yes?
It doesn't help too much, but let's see what happens. There we go. You know what? We'll use our leader's ability twice. Get some more money, just in case we run across another card where we can use it. This is a good card for it, actually. So as you can see here, it says Profit 3. So every time I play this card, which I can only play once because I only have one version of it, get another 3 coins, and I can boost it by spending a coin each time. So let's see, it's 2 right now. Let's get up to 5. Let's get even to him. So he has to play a card, or he has to pass. Let's see here. No draws for us. Ooh, what was his ability? Brought it back and boosted it by 2, huh? Let's see. Ouch. Painful. But that's okay, because we got money, we got strategy, we got this in the bag. So as you guys can see here, we got sweet effects going on the ground. Let's not redraw something on accident. Yeah, you know what? We're going to keep these cards. We're not going to redraw. We're just going to keep these. These are pretty good. Let's see here. We're going to throw out Mantlet first, because that way, when we play these cards, we get armor. And when it's played in the melee row, every time we play a card, we get armor. So that's the point there. You can see it starts with 1 armor, so Barricade is activated. Barricade means that if the card has armor, then it gets to use the barricade ability, which means I get to give these cards 2 armor when we play them instead, which is good for us. So let's see here. We're in the final round. We're going to play him the melee row so that he gets +3 on himself. Gets that 2 armor from Mantlet there. Let's see here. Hopefully Equatate doesn't have anything too scary in his hand here. We can't really do too much here, so I'm just gonna do this. We damage an enemy by 1, so we're just gonna damage one of them. That way he can't heal it back. I don't remember what the other 3rd card was when we looked at the top 3, but at the very least we can see. I believe that we lost. No, draw? I don't know what happens in a draw, to be honest. This is the first time you can see. You can see up here. Ah, that's it. GG. GG, Equatate. Good job. Good job today. Alrighty guys, that's going to do it for today. Donut here. Got ourselves a draw in Gwent. Going to be playing more Witcher throughout the week, and like I said, in honor of The Witcher coming out on the 20th, played by Henry Cavill on Netflix. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be an exciting week. I've been looking forward to this launch on Netflix for a while. Like I said, I'm a really big fan of The Witcher, so it's going to... I'm a little nervous, but I'm also really excited to see this entire new universe and world that I love just kind of come to life on screen. I get to see it in more than just movies. Thanks guys, we really appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you'd like to see more content. Thanks, have a good rest of your day.